Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe for more educational English videos like this one. Hello, my name is David. I am 30 years old. I live in a big city. The city is very busy. There are many people, many cars, and many buildings. Sometimes it is noisy, but I like it. I live in a small apartment. My apartment has one bedroom, one living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It is not very big, but it is comfortable. I like my home because it is clean and quiet at night. Every weekday, I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I get out of bed, and I feel a little tired. I go to the bathroom and wash my face. Then I brush my teeth. After that, I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. I usually eat eggs, bread, and tomatoes. Sometimes I eat cereal with milk. I always drink coffee in the morning because I need energy. At 7:30, I leave my home. I go to work by bus. The bus is often full. Many people go to work at the same time. Sometimes I sit, but sometimes I stand. I arrive at work at 8:30. I work in a hotel. I am a receptionist. I talk to guests, answer questions, and help people. I say good morning, welcome, and how can I help you? Many times every day. My job is interesting because I meet many people from different countries. Some people speak English very well. Some people speak slowly. I listen carefully and try to understand. At 12:30, I have lunch. I eat in a small restaurant near the hotel. I usually eat soup, salad, or a sandwich. Sometimes I eat pasta. I drink water or juice. After lunch, I go back to work. In the afternoon, I answer phone calls and check reservations. Sometimes there are problems, but I try to stay calm and help everyone. I finish work at 5:30 in the evening. After work, I feel tired, but also relaxed. Sometimes I go to the supermarket to buy food. I buy fruits, vegetables, milk, and bread. When I get home, I cook dinner. I like cooking. I make simple meals like rice, chicken, or pasta. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. In the evening, I like to relax. I sit on the sofa and watch TV. Sometimes I watch movies. Sometimes I watch simple English videos to learn new words. I also study English every day. I read short texts, listen to recordings, and repeat sentences. I write new words in a notebook. I try to learn 5 or 10 new words every day. On some evenings, I talk to my friends online. We chat and laugh. Sometimes we play games or watch videos together. On weekends, my routine is different. I don't wake up early. I wake up at 9 or even 10 o'clock. I make a big breakfast with eggs, cheese, olives, and tea. After breakfast, I clean my apartment. I wash the dishes, clean the floor, and organize my things. I like a clean house. In the afternoon, I go outside. I meet my friends. We go to a cafe or a park. We sit, talk, and drink coffee. Sometimes we take photos. I also like going to the cinema. I watch movies with my friends. We eat popcorn and enjoy the film. Sometimes I visit my family. They live in a small town. I take a bus and go there. My mother cooks delicious food. My father tells stories. We sit together and talk for hours. I love my family very much. They always support me. They say, "Keep learning English. You are doing great." At night, I go back home. I feel happy, but a little tired. I take a shower, brush my teeth, and go to bed. Before I sleep, I think about my day. I think about my plans. In the future, I want to travel to many countries. I want to speak English very well. I want to meet new people and learn about new cultures. So every day, I practice, I listen, I read, I speak, and I write. Step by step, I learn more. Thank you for listening. I hope you understand this story. Keep practicing and never give up.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I am 28 years old. I live in a small town near the sea. My town is very beautiful. There are many trees, small streets, and friendly people. The weather is usually warm and sunny. I live in a small house with my cat. My cat's name is Leo. He is white and very cute. He likes to sleep a lot. He also likes to sit near the window and watch birds. Every morning, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Sometimes I feel tired, but I get up. I open the window and take a deep breath. The air is fresh. I like the morning. Then I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast. I usually eat bread, cheese, olives, and tomatoes. Sometimes I eat eggs. I always drink tea. My cat also eats his food at the same time. After breakfast, I get dressed. I choose simple clothes. Then I brush my teeth and get ready for work. I work in a bookstore. I love my job because I love books. The bookstore is small but very nice. There are many books on the shelves. There are books for children, students, and adults. I walk to work every day. It takes about 15 minutes. On the way, I see many people. I see children going to school. I see people walking their dogs. I say hello to my neighbors. I arrive at the bookstore at 9 o'clock. I open the door and turn on the lights. I clean the floor and organize the books. During the day, many people come to the bookstore. Some people look for storybooks. Some people look for English books. I help them find what they need. Sometimes I talk to customers. I say, "Can I help you?" Or, "What kind of book do you want?" Some people ask many questions. I answer them slowly and clearly. At 12 o'clock, I have lunch. I usually eat a sandwich and drink tea. Sometimes I eat at a small cafe near the bookstore. The cafe is quiet and comfortable. After lunch, I go back to work. In the afternoon, it is sometimes busy. Many students come after school. They buy notebooks and pens. At 5 o'clock, I close the bookstore. I feel a little tired, but I am happy. I like my job very much. After work, I go home. When I open the door, my cat runs to me. He is always happy to see me. I smile and say, "Hello, Leo." In the evening, I cook dinner. I like cooking simple food. I make rice, vegetables, or soup. Sometimes I cook pasta. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Then I relax. I sit on the sofa and read a book. Sometimes I watch TV. Sometimes I listen to music. I also study English every day. I listen to simple recordings. I repeat sentences. I read short stories. I write new words in my notebook. Sometimes I speak English alone. I say simple sentences like, "I am learning English," or "I like reading books." This helps me feel more confident. On some evenings, I call my friend Emma. She lives in another city. We talk on the phone. We talk about our day. We laugh and share stories. On weekends, my routine is different. I don't wake up early. I wake up at 9 or 10 o'clock. I make a big breakfast and drink tea. After breakfast, I clean my house. I sweep the floor and clean the kitchen. I like a clean home. In the afternoon, go to the beach. The sea is very beautiful. I walk near the water. Sometimes I sit and watch the waves. I also meet my friends on weekends. We go to a cafe. We drink coffee and talk. Sometimes we take photos and walk around the town. Sometimes I visit my parents. They live in a nearby village. I take a bus and go there. My mother cooks delicious food. My father tells funny stories. In the evening, we sit together and drink tea. We talk about life, work, and family. I feel very happy with them. At tea night, I go back home. I feel relaxed and peaceful. I take a shower and get ready for bed. Before I sleep, I think about my day. I think about my dreams. I want to travel. I want to see new places. I want to improve my English. I know learning English takes time, but I practice every day. I listen, I read, I write, and I speak. Step by step, I learn more and more. Thank you for listening to my story. Keep practicing every day. You can do it.
Hello, my name is Mark. I am 32 years old. I live in a big city with my sister. Our apartment is on the 3rd floor. It is not very big, but it is comfortable and clean. I have a simple life. I work, I study, and I spend time with my family and friends. Every morning, I wake up at 7 o'clock. My alarm rings, and I open my eyes slowly. Sometimes I want to sleep more, but I get up. First, I go to the bathroom. I wash my face and brush my teeth. Then I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast every day. I usually eat bread, cheese, and eggs. Sometimes I eat cereal with milk. I drink coffee because I feel sleepy in the morning. My sister wakes up later. She drinks tea and eats something small. We talk a little before we leave home. At 8 o'clock, I leave the apartment. I go to work by metro. The metro is fast but very crowded. Many people go to work at the same time. I listen to music or English recordings on my phone. I try to understand simple sentences. Sometimes I repeat the sentences quietly. I arrive at work at 9 o'clock. I work in a small office. I am an assistant. I answer emails, organize files, and help my manager. My manager is kind but very busy. She gives me tasks every day. I try to do my work carefully. In the morning, I check emails. I read messages and reply. Sometimes I write short emails in English. At 12:30, I have lunch. I eat with my co-workers. We usually go to a nearby restaurant. I like eating with them because we talk and laugh. After lunch, we go back to work. The afternoon is sometimes slow, but sometimes very busy. One day, something different happens. It is a Monday afternoon. I am working on my computer. Suddenly, my computer stops. The screen is black. I wait, but nothing happens. I feel a little nervous. I say, "Oh no. What is this?" I try to restart the computer, but it does not work. I have important work to do. I call the IT person. His name is John. He comes to my desk. He looks at the computer and says, "Let me check." He tries a few things. After some time, the computer works again. I feel very happy. I say, "Thank you so much." He smiles and says, "No problem." After that, I continue my work. I finish my tasks and feel relaxed. At 5:30, I finish work and leave the office. After work, I go to the supermarket. I buy food for dinner. I buy vegetables, chicken, bread, and milk. Then I go home. My sister is already at home. She's watching TV. We talk about our day. I tell her about the computer problem. She laughs and says, "You're always lucky." In the evening, we cook dinner together. We make rice and chicken. The food is simple but very tasty. After dinner, we clean the kitchen together. Then we relax. Sometimes we watch a movie. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we use our phones. I also study English every evening. I listen to simple texts. I repeat words and sentences. I write new words in a notebook. I read them again and again. Sometimes I speak English alone. I say, "Today I worked a lot." Or I am learning English every day. On weekends, I don't work. I wake up late and feel relaxed. On Saturday, I usually clean the house. I vacuum the floor and organize my room. In the afternoon, I meet my friends. We go to a cafe or walk in the park. We talk about life, work, and plans. We laugh a lot. On Sunday, I sometimes visit my parents. They live in another part of the city. I take the metro and go there. My mother cooks delicious food. My father asks me many questions. We sit together, eat, and drink tea. I feel happy with them. In the evening, I go back home. I prepare for the new week. Before I sleep, I think about my goals. I want to improve my English. I want to speak better. I want to understand more. So I practice every day. I listen, I read, I write, and I speak. I know it is not easy, but I do not stop. Step by step, I learn more. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing. You're doing great.
Hello, my name is Emily. I am 27 years old. I live in a quiet neighborhood in a big city. There are many buildings, but my street is calm and peaceful. I live alone in a small apartment. My apartment is simple. It has one bedroom, a small kitchen, a bathroom, and a living room. I like my home because it is clean and comfortable. Every day, I wake up at 6:45 in the morning. I turn off my alarm and sit in my bed for a few minutes. Sometimes I feel sleepy, but I start my day. First, I open the window. I look outside. I see people going to work, cars on the street, and sometimes birds in the sky. Then I go to the bathroom. I wash my face and brush my teeth. After that, I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast. I usually eat bread, cheese, and tomatoes. Sometimes I eat yogurt with fruit. I always drink tea. I like tea very much. After breakfast, I get dressed. I choose my clothes and check my bag. I take my phone, my keys, and my notebook. At 7:30, I leave my apartment. I walk to the bus stop. The bus arrives at 7:40. Sometimes it is on time, sometimes it is late. I take the bus to work. The bus is often crowded. Many people are going to work or school. Some people talk, some people look at their phones, and some people listen to music. I arrive at work at 8:30. I work in a small company. I am an office worker. I sit at my desk and work on my computer. In the morning, I check emails. I read messages and reply. I also organize documents and help my team. My coworkers are friendly. We say good morning every day. Sometimes we drink coffee together. At 12 o'clock, I have lunch. Sometimes I bring food from home. Sometimes I go to a restaurant with my coworkers. I like eating salads, rice, and chicken. I try to eat healthy food. After lunch, I go back to work. In the afternoon, I have meetings. We talk about our projects and plans. Sometimes I feel tired in the afternoon. I drink coffee or tea to feel better. One day, something different happens. It is a Wednesday. After work, I go to the bus stop. I wait for the bus, but the bus does not come. I wait for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I feel tired and a little angry. I check my phone. There is a message, the bus is delayed. I say, oh no. Then I think, what can I do? I decide to walk. My home is not very close, but I can walk. I start walking slowly. At first, I feel tired. But then I see small shops, cafes, and people. I stop at a small cafe. I buy a coffee. I sit and relax for a few minutes. Then I continue walking. The weather is nice. The air is fresh. After some time, I arrive home. I feel tired but also happy. I say, walking is not so bad. After that day, I sometimes walk home on purpose. In the evening, I cook dinner. I make simple meals like soup, pasta, or vegetables. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. Then I relax. I like watching TV shows. I also like listening to music. Every evening, I study English. I listen to simple texts. I repeat sentences. I write new words and read them again. Sometimes I speak English alone. I say simple sentences about my day. On weekends, my life is different. On Saturday, I wake up late. I make a big breakfast and drink tea. Then I clean my apartment. I like a clean and organized home. In the afternoon, I meet my friends. We go shopping, drink coffee, and talk. Sometimes we go to the cinema. Sometimes we walk in the park. On Sunday, I like to relax. I stay at home, read books, and watch movies. Sometimes I call my family. They live in another city. We talk on the phone. We share news and stories. In the future, I want to change my life a little. I want to travel to new places. I want to meet new people. I also want to improve my English. I want to speak more easily and understand more. So every day, I practice. I listen, I read, I write, and I speak. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. Step by step, I get better. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing every day. You can do it.